You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
It's pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know? Nice. You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You are great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're so great. We've been doing this podcast for 361 episodes. Is that what you said?
361.
Nailing
baby.
it. And even with, not as frequent anymore. So we're
It's like
committed.
we did a full circle, and this is the one afterward.
The hell was that?
Was what?
I don't know. Your door closed.
Oh, it's probably Katie closing the door.
It's like that you didn't even notice. I was like,
Or
wait, I couldn't see anything.
There's
so
a
it's
gosh
like,
darn ghost in here.
there's
Oh
a
no.
ghost that hates positivity. So they're like, I'm leaving this room.
There's a gosh darn ghost up in here.
Well, welcome to the Hug Life podcast. I'm Mike 36 Mafia Coletta.
And I am Monica Ying Yang Twins Nevi. Is that the
Sure,
same
sure.
timing? The same,
It seems the
they
same.
were like similar.
I was
era.
going with the number because of the episode, but that's just what it reminded me of, which was stupid. But I think that makes sense as far as
chronological music.
Yeah, stays in the same genre.
Man, that was the whole like Little John and the East Side Boys thing. That was a very brief moment in time. That was fun. It was
but
fun.
It feels like such a developmental part of my life that it is a part of me.
There was a game called Need for Speed Underground, which was a racing game for the 360, I think, and it had a drag racing mini game in it. But then whenever you'd play that drag racing mini game, the song would come on.
There you go. That gets you real hyped up to
it's
drag
real
race.
Hyped up to drag race imaginary electronic cars.
To RuPaul's Drag Race. Here you go.
Here we go. You got any shows?
Should make
to
a
plug?
video game of that. Anyways.
RuPaul's Drag Race. They should. They've made some weird fucking video games.
So they should do it as an extension of a car racing game.
If there's
and then be like, you can do this drag race part, but really you just have to you get to dress up your drag queen. Like Sims, but you get to make them. That'd be cool.
Makes sense. It all tracks. I mean, there's a lot of fashion games already.
You play those little games on your phone or whatever, word games or whatever. Then you get a million of the ads, and some of them are like, make this girl not ugly anymore because her boyfriend cheated on her or whatever. So you could do that, but be more productive for the human to dress your drag queen the way that you prefer.
Dress your drag queen how you want to. Listen.
Yeah, and let them perform.
If you take one thing home from this, it's dress your drag queen how you want to.
Songs that you want. Yeah. Anyways, okay, now that we've come up with a new video game idea, should we plug some things?
Yeah. Do you got any shows coming up?
I do have some shows coming up this week, since look at us, 2 weeks in a row doing episodes. Thursday, August 25th, I am in Nashville, Tennessee at the Jackalope Brewing Company for the Zackalope show, which I have been told this is why they booked me. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
It's the best independent show in Nashville, which someone was like, you need to do this show because they did The Secret Show, meaning that we have the best independent show in Seattle.
Aww.
I thought that was very nice, which whatever. I mean, this is not why they booked me. Obviously, I'm a hilarious comedian, but it was just funny that they're like, no, you should get on this show because it's really good like yours. And I was like, oh, ours is really good. That's great.
Yay.
So Nashville there. And then Friday and Saturday, I'm in Bristol, Tennessee at the Blue Ridge Comedy Club, headlining 3 shows. It's going to be great. It's also their Pride. So how perfect of a timing. And so if you know anybody in that's northeastern Tennessee or whatever, southeastern, whatever's above it. I don't know. I gotta think. Send them that way, North Carolina and stuff like that. They're very close. They're all very close over there, and then more shows after that in September. I actually updated my calendar a little bit through September, so you can check that out, monicanevi.com.
Nice. This Friday, Saturday, I'm headlining Club Comedy Seattle in
Seattle.
Yeah.
There you go.
Come on out. Support me. It would be nice. I'm doing a longer set. Longest set? Maybe. Who knows? Anyway.
Longest set ever.
Also, I should mention that September.
Virginia. Sorry, it's Virginia right above
Virginia.
it. Yes, if you're in Virginia, then come see my shows for Pride. Bring your Virginia all the way down.
Get your Virginia on over here.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
So Club Comedy, 26th and 27th of August, and then September 4th is the next brewery show. And
nice. Oh, perfect. Look, come have a party. Do the secret show on the Friday, the 2nd. Stay around and go have some beers to end your weekend at the brewery show. Different comics. You'll love it. Don't worry.
That's right. And then also, of course, on the 2nd is the secret show. That was the other
Sorry.
one. That's okay. You kind of just stepped on it. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Monica and I will both be there though. So if you wanted to see both of us in the same room together, you could do that.
Yeah, to prove that we're actually
Remember when we used to
friends.
every week do this show in person?
Yeah, the idea that we couldn't do it. Remember when we used to do like a bunch of episodes and bank them if I was going to be on the road or you were going to be on the road?
We would do like 4 or 5 of them. That was crazy.
We were like, there's no other way to do this.
There's no way. We can't do it. We can't be in the present. We have to record in the past. And
look at what horrifying tragedy does. It excels technology, it seems.
That's right. Everyone is working remote now. Hooray.
Yay. Anyways. Yep.
Other things you can do to support this show. You can rate, review, and subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts. You can follow us on Spotify. You can go to monicanevi.com, huglifepodcast.com, or colettacomedy.com and click on the Amazon banner. Shop as you normally would. That gives a little kickback. You can go to patreon.com/huglifepodcast. Donate $1 per month. That gets you access to every single episode we've ever done. That's bonus.
Yeah.
That's you already have access to the other ones.
Right.
Our Patreon episode should be out actually by the time this episode releases. So
yes, absolutely. Which is early again. Look at us fucking killing it.
Watch out, people. We're doing shit on time. You can also go to
things have changed around here.
At Hug Life Podcast on Instagram. And you can look at adorable animals, friends that have been on the podcast before. You can support us that way as well. And lastly, if you want to support someone near and dear to our hearts, you can support Danny Dodge and her artwork because she does artwork for this show at Studio Dodge on Instagram or studiododge.com. Get that art. Monica.
Heck yeah.
Lexical embrace time.
Okay. You go first because I'm spacing on the 2 because I have 3. Spacing on the 2 that I thought of just prior to this.
First one. This is kind of ridiculous. Tricking yourself into working out. I did that. I went fishing yesterday. I was out for 8 hours in waders scrambling across a river, rockiness. I sore all over my body today.
Doing something else that maybe is fun, not realizing that I'm working
because I felt guilty for not going on a run today because I've been going on a run like every other day. And then I realized I actually did work out yesterday though. So it's like fine for me to skip today because I'm super sore and then run tomorrow.
My Fitbit has been telling me that I've been working my ass off the past few days just because it's hot.
That's right. Actually,
it's like you have so many zone minutes, and I'm like, just been sweating, not doing anything. But
fun fact: former guest of the podcast, Brian, when I hung out in Spokane, him and I had a lot of beers at a bar, and we're walking back to his house, and it was like, "Looks like you're working out."
Yeah.
And it's like,
I do love that. It's like, no, I'm hungover and I'm having a panic attack. But thank you.
Thanks for trying. Fitbit.
Yeah. If I forgot it again, I'm going to be really irritated. What was it? Oh, here it is. Ready? Not posting on social media. Now, I know that doesn't make sense, but I essentially, well, there's a lot of pressure in general right now, I think, for everyone to be posting all the time. But I say, if you don't post or you don't post as much as people say you should, and you feel fine about that, I thought lexical embrace to that. Don't worry about it. Or get the fuck off your phone. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we watch Love Island, right?
You have a snog.
Yeah, fucking slags. They just finished this last summer season, right? And we watched the reunion the other day. And they were like, what do you miss the most from the villa? And multiple of them were like, I miss having my phone taken away from me.
No, it's true.
They were like, I miss not having to like look at this thing all the time. I was like, damn. Because then they come back and they all have like, you open your phone and it's like ding, 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 because everybody's been messaging you or whatever. And then they have almost 2 million followers each or whatever. And then you have to worry about it.
Dude,
Hey,
I hate
saying
it
don't
so
worry about
much. I was actually the most mad I've gotten in a while was when a dude almost hit me because he was on his phone and he blew through a stop sign. This was like a couple days ago. And I was just like, and the worst part, no wave to say sorry, no nothing. He
I
just
didn't
looked
notice,
up
yeah.
from his phone, looked at me, and then looked back down at his phone and kept driving.
I
And
mean,
I'm like,
yes, obviously the constantness, but I'm saying like give yourself a long time, not a long time, but you know, like an actual break from it. I don't know. I
leaving
said
it in the other room. It's
that's
really
great.
helpful. It's really helpful.
Just turn it off if you can. That's what I say. Hi, Aaron just got here.
What's up, Aaron?
Mike says hi.
No, I said sup, Aaron.
Oh,
Tell her what I said.
Sorry. He said sup, Aaron.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go. She said sup.
Thank you for saying sup back.
Yeah, I've got to stay on the vibe. I don't even know. Oh, I think I had a dream, or maybe I was just thinking about this. You know, if you were like putting, you know, you're doing theaters or whatever, and some people have, you have to turn in your phone so that like they can't take pictures or videos or whatever. I'm like, I want people to do that anyways, just to like have a break from their phones.
They should do that at schools. Honestly,
yeah, they should.
That's what schools should be doing right now is like, no, you put your phone in the bag when you get here.
It's bad for their mental health.
It is because they're constantly on it and they're like, oh, I have no Wi-Fi. It's like this constant crying that I'm just so annoyed with.
Yeah.
It's
I know it's like a bigger issue for whatever reason, but there was schools that had like a blocker in the school. So
private schools can do that, I think, but public schools cannot.
Well, at the time it was public schools, not mine, but Liberty High School. If anybody is from the Northwest, they had a blocker because we would go to like play basketball there or whatever, and none of our phones would work. And we were like, "What the hell?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, they have a little blocker thing."
You have to get this cleared by the government because
I'm sure, or maybe really... I mean, this was 2006, 2007. You know, maybe it's before then. I don't know, but anyway.
Remember the guy that got in trouble, got like a $20,000 fine because he put a blocker in his car while he drove because he didn't want people around him to be on their phone, and he got caught. And I was like, you know what, this guy's kind of a hero.
Yeah,
like he kind of did a service.
I mean, I get it. Like, okay,
he was proactive. He found a problem and he found a solution.
Only argument ever is if there actually is an emergency, right? Which, you know, we functioned just fine before without, you know, in emergency situations without that.
I'm gonna get real dark for a second. You ready?
Yeah.
Biggest thing about it in the school, obviously everyone's mind, school shooting, right? If you're sitting on your phone in a school shooting, like they're getting you got to look at other things. And also this is the really dark part. That shooting in Texas, all those kids were calling 911 on their cell phones and nothing happened.
Well, yeah. Well, so they were there, like, just standing outside. Just standing there.
Like, so it was just like, it
doesn't really
is no
help,
point. It doesn't do anything. It's what we've learned is it doesn't do anything.
So at least give yourself a break mentally from the phone, even because the one argument is for emergencies, which clearly doesn't help anyways.
And you need to be alert. You know, you need to be focused and looking around and paying attention. It's an issue. In schools, it's bad. Brain up. I was getting so mad at those teenagers that were just like, there's no Wi-Fi. And I'm like, I'm not going to give you the Wi-Fi code because teachers have a Wi-Fi code. We have the good Wi-Fi. And I'm like, I'm not going to give it to you because it barely even works for me because half the shit's blocked. So it doesn't matter. That's true.
That's good, I guess. At least stuff's
real weird. They blocked Facebook stuff on your phone, but they didn't block TikTok, which I found odd. Because that's the big culprit, you know. Because guess who's not on Facebook? Most teenagers.
I wonder if they can't or something. Interesting.
No, they can. They can put like any URL in and just make it so it doesn't work.
They should do that then.
Because I almost gave the IT person the free games blocking site that all the kids were playing on because I found out what it was. And then I was like, well, what if I want to play games sometime? So then I didn't do it.
Maybe that's why the teachers are on TikTok.
Yeah, teachers on TikTok. Teachers
that's why
playing the unblocked games.
Teachers are on TikTok trying to make enough money to quit their job, so they don't want to block TikTok for the kids because then they can't leave.
And maybe so. It made it really funny though for me because the kids were playing Tetris a lot at the end of the year, and I'm like, some games just never age. Like this game is perfect for what it is.
Those little legit like a puzzle, you know, or a word game.
Timeless.
We played Scrabble here last night.
Yeah, timeless games.
Exactly. He really had something good. That I think certain, some music is timeless, and then holiday films.
That's true.
If you make a good holiday film, goes forever.
That just goes for Monica if you make a good holiday film. That shit
Yeah,
goes.
but I think for most people, but whatever.
So that's your second lexical embrace, right? That was your second one?
Wasn't it my first one? Not posted.
No, your
on
first one.
social
That was
media?
the second one total. The first one. That was your first one. Then. Yeah.
Yes,
Right.
you did one. I
So
did
now
one.
I
So
do
you
mine.
have another one. Okay.
This is the third total. Sorry, I was thinking totals. This one's really quick, and it's the most dad thing I've ever said on this podcast. A good warranty. I just love a good warranty. I broke.
That is pretty dad.
I was using it's pretty dad, right? It's a pretty dad thing to say. I was fishing with this 10-car rod I have, which is like a fly rod with no reel, so it's like a fixed line kind of thing. It's Japanese,
also dad
it's like
shit, but whatever.
Very dad shit. And I pick up the rod after catching a fish, mind you, and the rod just broke. It just snapped in half, picking it up off the ground. And I was like kind of mad, but then I remembered the reason I bought from this rod company is they have a crazy lifetime warranty on their rods. Email them today. Warranty. They're going to just send me a replacement, or I send it to them and they fix it. Either one. I'm like, that's fucking awesome.
That's why I buy North Face stuff.
Lifetime warranty.
Which I didn't know. I bought my first rain jacket when I went to college because I'm from the Northwest. We don't do that. But was like, I'm going to have to walk outside in between classes. I went to school in Seattle, so it rains. And eventually just my shoulders would be really wet. And it turned out like the inside lining had started to come off, but just in the shoulders. And so I was like, we were outside at some point to come in and I take my shirt off, adjust my sweater's like wet on my shoulders. And my friend was like, oh, you can just send that to them and they'll either fix it or give you the money to get a new one. And I was like, really? And they're like, yeah.
Oh, shit.
And that's how it works. And I got that jacket on clearance at an REI and they still honor it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I've heard that about, Nordstrom is expensive too, but Nordstrom, you can buy stuff at a garage sale. That's Nordstrom brand and still take it back or have it
that warranty, baby.
Yeah, if you want that trick, so good warranty. I think warranties are important for more, equipment, maybe technology stuff. Yeah, cars, things like that. I don't know, but yeah.
The warranty scam for cars is super annoying. I've been getting so many calls about that. It's just fake. Okay. It's just like, shut up, please. Well,
we didn't know. Not we didn't know, but they don't tell you because sweet Erin, my soon-to-be wife, works for a credit union in auto loans. And basically the dealerships try to sell you everything that your bank or credit union would give to you for way less. But it's their job to try and push it. So basically buying all the stuff in the dealership is just them scamming you essentially. And you can get it for way less from if you, whatever, if you want gap protection or something like that. It's way less through your credit union. So don't let them scare you into it.
Don't do the gap protection. Yeah, I did the I think I financed through my dealership on Edith, and I shouldn't have in retrospect. I built a lot of credit, so it doesn't really matter. But
right,
it's next time I do it, I will do things differently.
Yeah, well, and they do that shit too, where they're like, well, you should do this because of this, and you're like, why would I believe you, Steve? You didn't even tell me that I only have automatic windows in the front and not in the back of my car.
Also, you're wearing a lime green shirt. Why would I believe you? You never believe it. Trust a man in a lime green shirt.
Bad choices all around.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is gonna be my last one.
This is your second lexical embrace.
Yes. Yeah. How do you feel about CBD?
CBD. My dad started taking it.
I know.
Not to dox my dad on this podcast.
Creeping into older people finally. Not that
I have CBD lip balm on my desk, actually.
Yeah.
Makes my lips tingle.
A lot of obviously, it's pretty popular in a fad kind of way. But I've taken CBD for years for my anxiety, and it was actually the only thing that really helped me. Because I had been given medication a few times from doctors that did not help. And so CBD helped a lot. But now, they got all this. There's a CBD thing for everything because I associate it with calming, pain relief, maybe sleep. But there's different. You can do it for focus. energy, different things like that. Like I didn't even know. I don't know. It's weird. Anyway, so I've been trying these products from a company called Black Creek, but they spell it just BLKCRK. It's got sports cream for my knees. You got
Gotta get your knees fixed.
But this is the thing, because every hemp derived anything tastes like grass.
Uh-huh.
Always.
And you mean actual lawn clippings, not not the slang for weed.
I mean, technically, probably that's why, but it just tastes like a weed. Like it tastes like actual earth. It doesn't. I mean, that's what weed tastes like. Anyways, but somehow, and they were trying to explain it to me, and it says it on their website, terpenes or something, like they left them in there, so it actually tastes like essential oils, kind of like it smells way different. It like, yeah, I don't even know how to explain it. Like it just doesn't taste like grass.
You tasted it though.
Yeah, I have tasted. So there's a focus one that I've tasted, and then there's like a capsule for sleeping. But it's they're just cool. I don't know. It's cool, and so I just think CBD in general, not that it needs as a group more. Well, here's the part: is that so many companies were like, "Oh, we're going to do CBD too," right? But then they have THC in it, and that doesn't do. I mean, it does stuff, but it just doesn't. I think that's why old people were afraid of it at first.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, I don't want to be high. But then, okay, so basically the lexical embraces two CBD companies that just do CBD.
That just do it.
That just do CBD. And they do, whatever, is they have lots of different products. In fact, this company has ones for your dog. They have calm, whatever, CBD stuff for your dog. But I take, let's see, CBD Plus is one that I take for my anxiety, and they kind of focus on just one or two things. But then Black Creek is the one that I've been taking for sleep and for focus, which is interesting. And I've had good experiences thus far. But because they like me so much, they have given me a coupon code, which I don't know if we've ever really done on this one. But
I don't think we've ever done this before.
I know. You can get 15% off your entire purchase, not just one item, your entire purchase. For anything, I believe, on Black Creek. And if you just use Monica 15. So capital
Monica,
M, capital
15.
M, Monica, and then 15. If you want to try
Nice.
it out, see what it's really like to have some CBD products that doesn't have weed in it, doesn't have THC in it.
Like there's no weed in this. It's just therapeutic.
Yeah.
Nice.
Anyways, I like a CBD, and I've been preaching it for years and years. So at least now I can provide a discount code.
Hey, now you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. Did you have one more? Or are we good?
That's it for me.
Okay. You ready for the next segment?
I am ready for the next segment.
Hey guys, good news.
Hey, welcome to the good news. It's gonna be Michael. I try to go as faster and faster and faster as possible.
Is that good? I don't know.
I mean, it's probably bad for podcasting, but it's fun for me. Okay.
All that matters.
This is a heartwarming story. Are you ready for a heartwarming story?
I am. That's what we look for.
This was on azcentral.com. This is the website. How an Apache Pro Skater and Tony Hawk's Foundation are bringing a skate park to Arizona. So it turns out that Tony Hawk has this foundation called the Skate Park Project, where they build skate parks in communities that need them. They'll just fully pay for it, right? And they've actually, it's kind of crazy. They've awarded over $10 million to more than 600 public skate parks in all 50 states. And so far, 575 grant recipients have opened new theme skate parks. So it's pretty good. And so, and then Douglas Miles Jr. is a professional skateboarder that is originally from a town called White River, but it's White River. It's on a reservation. And in Arizona. And nice. They worked with the community to kind of build up, and they saved some money. And then they presented this packet to Tony Hawk's Foundation, and now they're just paying for this giant skate park. Nice. Which is really cool. So
that's fantastic.
I think they get between like $100,000 and $300,000. That's
great that he's like, has a foundation, I suppose. I mean, it's interesting, building a skate park, but finding finding something that you like to do and then providing a safe space for people to do it.
Yeah, well, they're talking about it's a good
Beautiful
thing
is that?
especially like during COVID when you could go outside but you couldn't really do much. Like this was a thing for kids to do. So they're like, yeah, we should invest in this. And it's actually his wife's hometown, Douglas Miles Jr.'s is White River, but they're building the skate park there. And it's just a nice story. It's a really long article. I read the whole thing. It's really good.
Nice.
So
I like it that you need to clarify when you read the whole thing so I give you credit for it. I'll put a star on your chart.
thank you. I got a piece of pizza, right?
Did he make
We
like
do a summer reading program, Monica and I, where
maybe a
she gives
lot
you
of
pizza.
made? Oh, sorry, you know about video games. Did he make like a lot of money from those video games?
Oh
Do you think,
yeah,
or did they
Tony
just
Hawk's Pro
use
Skater
his likeness?
1, 2, 3, 4, Project 8, American Wasteland. There's so many. There's home like
did he make a good amount of percentage, I suppose,
oh
of
yeah,
that game?
he
Then
had
okay, he didn't get like
he had a
screwed over.
crazy royalty deal, and he also
great.
they re-released the first two last year.
I think a lot of bands owe him some money too.
Goldfinger, Superman, yeah, from the album Hang-Ups.
There's a lot of songs I would absolutely not know without that or
Without
Guitar Hero.
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater or Guitar Hero.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? This makes me happy, so I'm glad.
I think it's a great story. Everyone, wear your helmets and your wrist guards, and give each other a hug.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Right. You want to end it?
Yeah. Hey guys, that was good news. My voice is being a little wonky. I was traveling last week, and we kind of talked about this last week as well, but turns out I got a tonsil infection.
A tonsil infection?
Yeah, I was afraid it was, I woke up with a sore throat, but just on one side.
You still have your tonsils? I don't have my tonsils anymore.
I do have them, and they're really annoying. And this it doesn't happen often, but sometimes I get, I don't know, stuff in there, I guess, is what it. So they tested me for it because eventually it just like kind of didn't go away. I was thinking like, oh, sometimes when you fly, you just get a little, and it goes away, which I probably should have put something in there, gargled with salt water or something. But I felt sick too, not like really bad, but just like under the weather.
Lethargic.
Yeah. And like not a fever, but like, a little hot. And I had a headache.
I just feel a little hot right now.
I feel like a little hot. So eventually I went to the urgent care and they tested me for coronavirus, for strep throat, and both influenza A and B, and none of them. I didn't have any of them. So they gave me an antibiotic for an infection, but doing shows still. And then we went to the Storm game on Saturday or on Sunday, which was amazing. But, we were on the floor, one row back. So it was loud and we were yelling. And now I just feel like my voice is.
I feel like a pile of butts.
I feel raspy. Yeah, it still hurts, which is annoying. I feel like you give me the antibiotics after a day, I should be fine.
No, that shit takes a little bit. Takes a little time, Monica.
Yeah. Anyways, that's maybe I sound a little, or maybe I'm just hearing it weird, but you're like, no, you sound weird.
I don't actually hear anything different in your voice.
Okay. Well, you're
still the same old Monica voice.
You're like, you always sound like a raspy old lady.
Just like back in my day. that's what you sound like to me, like an old man.
Just always, yeah. It's like
I
all
love
you hear.
basketball. It's not even trying anymore. It's better than a C. I'm gonna leave it there.
Wait until you're done.
I'm gonna let it sit there.
Yeah, yes, you should. You don't deserve any attention for that.
Just a bunch of barbecue grills with no tops on them.
Like they have no tops on them.
Is that what you say?
No covers.
No covers? Oh.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought you took the tops off. And it's just a grill. Top off.
I mean, that would be a topless grill.
A topless grill. I mean, if he was looking up that, oh no.
It would make more sense.
It would make more sense, actually.
Yeah. And then they're just like Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville or something. That's what he's looking for. Cabaret.
Has he gone to like any theme parkage? That kid?
Legoland.
Legoland? What? I've never been to Legoland.
I want to say for his 5th birthday.
Did you go to Legoland?
No.
No.
He hasn't been to Disneyland though. Maybe he's been to Six Flags. I don't know.
Disneyland is the shit.
Yes, he wants us to take him to Disneyland, but they,
The
are from
churro
Southern California, so they used to go there all the time. So it's not that difficult. We just have to go down there.
That is true. That's all you got to do.
So the next time we do, we'll do it. The only time I've been to Disneyland was with you.
And Jackie and Rick.
Captain Jack and Captain Rick.
2 captains, 1 love, 1 marriage. Together.
Equality,
on the sea. On the oceans.
On the sea.
Yar.
Oh, God.
I'm going to be honest. We've actually kind of like hit the time for the
I was gonna
episode,
say, I
which
feel
is
like
kind of
this is-
weird
we
because
got
we've
so
just done
distracted.
the introductions. But I feel really good about it.
Yeah. Well, I think the moral and in general theme of this episode was self-care. So get off your phones, get a good warranty, get some CBD using code Monica15, and take care of yourself, friends.
Is there a charity for the day?
No.
No, the charity is just to take care of yourself.
Yeah, I thought that was obvious.
Yeah, I missed that part. A little slow on the uptake. I'm the one on this episode that's slow on
if
the
you're gonna
uptake.
give to a charity, just buy yourself CBD, I guess.
Using code Monica15. Well, is there anything you want to say to the listener before we go?
Oh, I love you so much.